guys, welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. Today we are making a Santa hat, and this hat is a metal witch frame from Dollar Tree. For this wreath you will need one metal witch hat frame, one roll of 10-inch deco mesh, two rolls 6-inch deco mesh, one roll ribbon with wire, one Christmas pick, one pom-pom, one package of pipe cleaners, floral stem wire, and scissors. You're going to want to take your deco mesh and cut it into 10-inch strips. And I will add a materials list for you in the description box below. So you'll want to cut your deco mesh and your ribbon all at 10 inches. This ribbon does have wire, and I purchased it at Sam's Club. And you'll want to take your pipe cleaners and cut them in half also. So cut your deco mesh and your ribbon at 10 inches and your pipe cleaners in half. Okay, and you'll want to chevron the ends of your ribbon. And this can be a little tricky at times, so I usually fold my ends to the left and then cut from the folded end to the left. So you're going to want to take your deco mesh and you're just going to roll it up in a little roll. And if you have trouble holding it, you can use a chip clip or a clothespin to hold it. And I'm just going to hold it in my hand, and I'm going to also roll up the 6-inch deco mesh. So just carefully roll up your 6-inch deco mesh and hold it in your hand, and then lay your ribbon on top of your deco mesh. And you're going to want to take your pipe cleaner that you cut in half and wrap it around the center and give it a few twists. Now you can go ahead and make all of your bundles at once, or you can do like I usually do. I usually make mine as I go. So here I'm just attaching it to the top wire on the brim of the hat. So I alternated between the top, the bottom, until I got it as full as I wanted. So I was just going back and forth, top to bottom, with the little bundles. So just kind of push them forward after you attach a bundle, kind of push it forward so it stays nice and full and fluffy. And the number of bundles kind of depends on how full and fluffy you want your wreath. I can count mine if someone wants to know an exact number. So if you want to know, just let me know and I will count them for you. But just remember to fluff your ribbon and your deco mesh as you go, because sometimes the ribbon kind of disappears if you don't pull it out and kind of straighten it out. And this makes a pretty big wreath. This witch hat is actually pretty tall. So it takes two rolls of the 6-inch deco mesh and one roll of the 10-inch deco mesh, and just the one roll of the ribbon with wire. Now mine did come from Sam's Club, and it's a larger roll. I believe it had 50 yards on it. But just make sure you fluff your ribbon. And there's my little helper. He is so sweet to always stay by me. We always have lots of helpers at my house. Okay, and now you're going to want to carefully hot glue your ribbon to your witch hat frame. Now, I did this in right the opposite order that I usually do, but it worked out okay. I just wanted to make sure that the bottom was like how I wanted it, because when I did the witch hat frame and I did it like a Halloween witch hat, to me the end looked more square and boxy, and I didn't want that this time, so that's why I did the bottom first instead of doing the top first. But I used the 10-inch this time, and I like the 10-inch deco mesh better for this witch hat frame. So here I'm just taking my ribbon with wire and I am wrapping it around the top of the hat. Now I had to wrap it several times because this ribbon is a little bit sheer, but I kind of like the sheen it has. It kind of like, reflects and sparkles, and I like that sparkle. So just carefully wrap your ribbon around your witch hat and just try not to get any gaps or any loose ends. Just try to keep it as tight as you can. So here it is before, and I added a pom-pom to the top. And guess what I'm adding now? You know I love my bows, so I'm making a big bow. Just back and forth, keeping it pinched tightly in your left hand. Try to make your loops the same size on each side. And you'll want some floral stem wire close by. And don't forget to let out a tail too when you start and when you finish. And I did chevron the ends of this bow. And I did 3 loops on the left, 3 on the right. And they're probably 5-inch loops. I usually make my bows between 5 and 6 inches, the loops. And I will be using 20 gauge floral stem wire, and I usually get it at Walmart or Hobby Lobby or someplace like that. And it's not very expensive. At Walmart it's around 97 cents for a small package. Now Hobby Lobby's a little bit more expensive, but you can use a 40% off coupon. So here's my bow, and I just took it and wrapped the wire around the frame. I didn't thread it through or anything like that. I just wrapped it tightly around the frame, then went to the back and gave it a few twists and folded the wires down. And here's a pick that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. Christmas was 50% off, I believe the picks were when I purchased it. So I got that pick at Hobby Lobby. And then the little pom-pom is actually a bunny tail left over from Easter, but you can make a pom-pom or you can buy a little pom-pom if you would like. So here it is, guys. Do you like it better with the bow or without? I know I ask that question all the time, and most people say with the bow. So y'all know that I have to add a bow to everything. I just can't leave it alone. So thank you so much for watching.